Hi, everyone. It is Monday night. Ask Chris anything. Do you think?
About Google Photos.
Oh, okay.
About Google
About
Photos.
Google Photos. All right. So,
I mean, don't ask me about that trip I took when I was a teenager. No,
no,
don't
no,
ask me about that.
okay. So we did a show yesterday. What does this button do? Show. And it was about the new features in Google Photos. And we figured this is a great chance to go and let you, our viewers, ask,
Follow up.
follow up and ask Chris your questions about Google Photos and how we can do it. Okay.
But we do this regularly. Just an open Q&A.
Yeah, yeah, it's good stuff. So, we have some questions and some other ones have coming in there. If you preface your question with the letter Q, they're easier to find in the list there because, well, while Chris is doing most of this stuff, I'm going to be trying to keep track of. I can't do it.
Depending on.
Yeah, depending on.
And in case you're just finding us for the first time, we do specialize in Google Photos. I am a Google product expert,
Diamond level.
and I wrote a book on Google Photos. Learn Google Photos. You can find it on Amazon.
Or on Kindle. So you take a lot of photos with your phone, don't you? I know you do, because we all do these days. And you want them automatically gathered and organized. And that's why Google Photos was created. It
Yep.
was created from the ground up for mobile devices. And it just replaced what Picasa was, the old program that a lot of people love, and we still can use it on a Windows PC, but that's not where the industry was going. It was all going mobile. So
Since 2015, Google Photos was just created in 2015.
wow,
So you probably have some questions.
she has the answers.
Hopefully. Well, I do this because I want to keep learning. So if I can answer your questions, that's great. Otherwise, I will try to figure it out and get back to you. Using Google Photos, they update it all the time. And there is no change log anywhere that I can find anyway. So I try to create my own. I just want to show you. If you go to Geeks on our website, geeksontour.com, and /GP for Google Photos updates, I try to keep a running list by date, and I mention the chapter in the book that is affected, and then I say what it is and give a link to the article where I learned about it. So you can come here anytime, geeksontour.com /GP updates, and see what's new. So today's questions. We had you want to say hi to who's here? Are there people here? Lynn Hall.
Okay. Let's see.
And I see
3 people eating a hot dog? I don't know.
that's based on her question. Yeah, you had to read her
okay.
previous question.
Okay. I don't want that then.
Okay, and looks like Lynn has a question. We will do that.
Okay. All right.
And not a book, the book. Thank you, Andrew. That's great. That's great. Still having problems with name change on people. Okay. Maybe give a little more detail. I'll show name changing on people that
Hi,
if there's
Judy.
anything specific. Oh, Judy, yes, we missed you yesterday.
Same temperature here.
Okay, we ready for some questions?
Okay.
Is George here? If not, maybe I will wait for his question. Let me come on to where you can see me listening to you. Well, there are ways of doing that, of bringing people in from the audience so that you're on with us, but that's not what this one is. This is just our live streaming. We stream out to you. You can type in the chat and we can answer you. Okay. Well, let's get started with
Which one? You wanted to go with, you said George, if George is here.
Yeah, well, if he's not, I'm saying if he's not here and I haven't seen him yet.
Oh, okay.
Maybe we'll wait for a little bit. So,
okay.
Hi, Huey.
Huey's
Glad
here.
we don't conflict today. Huey did a show yesterday, the same time we do our show. So.
Yeah.
Yes, let's do Debbie Bradford's question. It was at the top. So we can start at the top of this. That sounds good.
All right, here we go.
An interesting thought. So Debbie says when she takes a selfie, she forgets to reverse the camera when taking the image. Well, you shouldn't have. What do you mean reverse the camera? Well, let me show you what I think is meant by reversing the camera. So I saw her question and played with it. The default settings on smartphone cameras, show this.
Okay.
The default settings on smartphone cameras are to flip the image, meaning you probably never even notice it, but when you take a selfie, it's like looking in the mirror. And if you look at the text, it's reversed. So the default setting in smartphone cameras is to flip the selfies so that the writing can be read. This is using the default settings. Sometimes you really want the right and the left to be accurate rather than the text to be accurate, so you would turn that setting the other way. And that way, if the camera is not flipping the selfie image, then the text will not be readable. Let me show you that camera setting. So here's the camera. I tap on settings, and this is an Android, but the iPhone camera has the same setting. Save selfies as previewed. That means like you're looking in a mirror. When you preview a selfie, it's like you're looking in a mirror. And I don't want that. I don't want it saved as preview. I want it to flip it so that the text can be read. All right. So now, Debbie's real question, though, is she has a picture that got taken the wrong way. You know, the text is backwards like this. Is there a way in Google Photos? And I would say absolutely there is not, but yeah, you never know if something new got added. No, in Google Photos proper, there is not a flip command, but there is in Snapseed. If you've been following us for any length of time, you know that we really like the free separate program called Snapseed, and if you install it on your phone, you can get to it from Google Photos. So I am in Google Photos Edit. I go to More and then Snapseed. With that picture where the text is backwards, I go to Tools and Rotate, and then it's this bottom one here that has arrows pointing in. It means it flips it horizontal. There we go. Now you can read the text and it looks better. All right. Hope that answers your question, Debbie.
Okay.
Another one?
All right.
Go.
Let's go back
Yeah,
to the top,
top,
there.
yeah.
Let's see. I think I did that.
Oh, okay.
I love to print from Picasa.
How can I print from Google Photos? Okay. Well, Google Photos does not have a print command to send a photo to your printer. But most of us don't have great printers anymore these days. Well, I shouldn't say we don't, so I don't miss it.
Okay, printer. It's not.
But maybe you do have a photo printer. Yeah, sorry. The only way to print from Google Photos is from the browser print command. But it does have to buy prints. Now they're like 15 cents a piece or something like that. So let me show you that. If I wanted to, and it usually even pops right up on Photos. I open a photo.
My buttons aren't working. All right, there we go.
I tap the three dots and order photo. So this is how Google wants you. And you can order a photo print, available for delivery or store pickup. I haven't done this in a long time, but they usually will find a Walgreens or a CVS near you, and it will get printed there, and it's 15 cents or so. Or Google will print them, and they're nice prints, and then mail them to you. So let me see if I'm just printing this one. Store pickup, 25 cents, or ship my order, 18 cents from Google. So that's how you print in Google. You get it professionally printed. They're nicer. And you can print from your browser. Open the photo on your computer, click the three dots of your browser, and print the screen.
Mead's having problems with his name change on people.
All right, let me go to the computer and see what we can do. I'll go to Google Photos. Oops, no, that's... And Photos, and then we'll look at people. On the computer, so I'm on the computer here, we click on Explore, and then there are the people. Now, if I view all, and I'm going to ignore this for now, you see that I have a lot of people already named. So I'll go down and find somebody who's not named, and I know who this is. So I click on the person who is not named, and where is it?
It might be in the middle of a bunch of people.
No, okay. Interesting. Maybe this is what's happening to you. It wasn't there the first time. Here it is, add a name. So you should be able to just click on anybody and you see add a name. So I wonder, are you having problems just creating names of people at all, or changing? So add a name here, and I'll say that this is Melinda, not Melinda Blackwell, so I'll say Melinda X. Don't know her last name. Now that person is within my named, and what's the value there? Once you have named people, you can then search for them by name. So if I want to see all pictures of Melinda, but I'd have to say Melinda X because I had another one there. And it should find those pictures. There we go. Took a minute. That's another thing you have to learn with anything in computers. Be patient. There are times that...
I'm very good at being patient.
Right. Oh, George is here. Okay, so we'll do his question now. So that's just naming people. Maybe yours didn't come up with the ability to name. Just try again. Mine is doing it every time now. And if somebody already has a name, you can go in and click the little pencil and change the name. Should work. If there's something else that's being a problem for you, give another question. Okay, so we have George's question. How do I transfer photos from one account to another without losing them or having to download and re-upload them? I would prefer a cloud-to-cloud transfer. I also have share set up with spouse. The answer to that question is partner sharing. Partner sharing can only be done one-to-one. So if you currently have partner sharing set up with your spouse, you need to stop that in order to partner share with the new account that you want to send to. But then once it's done, you can turn that one off and go back to partner share with your spouse, no problem. However, I noticed the reason for your question. You say, I'm approaching storage limit on one of my Google accounts. I have several other Google accounts with lots of space, so you want to move photos over. No, don't do that. I mean, yes, it can be done. If you really, really just don't want to give Google any money, that can be done. But it really defeats the purpose. I mean, the purpose of using Google Photos is to have your lifetime of photos in one place. Searching. If you start splitting them up, then you're going to have to say, now, where is that photo? Is it in account 1 or account 2? Now if you have completely different reasons for them, I mean, if you have business-related photos and personal photos, then sure, put your business photos in another account. The specific instructions on this, I want to show you on our website. If you go to Geeks on Tour and just search for transfer account and search, you'll see that we have a specific tip on how to move photos from one Google account to another. These are our top tips, which are for members only, but I think you are. And it gives you the step-by-step about partner sharing and transferring photos from one account to another. But also, that copies. So you still have them all in the first account. It's still going to be full. I think that $2 a month for 100 gigabytes is so worth it. And there are other benefits like Magic Eraser. So that's my story about that.
Okay. All right. Should we go to the next question there?
I wonder if Burgess is here.
Well, is there a way to view photos, videos from hundreds of items on CDs and select only a few to the cloud? I'd like to delete the remainder all at once, not one at a time.
Burgess is an interesting. I've never met him, but he's been a follower of Geeks on Tour for a while, and I know that he sets up critter cams. Somewhere in the woods, he has these cameras that are taking pictures all the time. So he does have hundreds and hundreds, and only a few of them hit a mark. So I understand. Number one, Burgess, is you're on a Windows. I confirmed that with you. And Picasa still works on Windows computers. So if you really loved the way Picasa worked for this, use Picasa. If you don't have it, you can get it if you're a member, I think, on Geeks on Tour. And in the member login, you'll see all the premium resources, and the Picasa installation files are there for Windows. Picasa doesn't work on Mac at all anymore.
No.
But it does still work on Windows as long as you have the installation file. But I do want to show you how easy I think it is to look at hundreds of photos on a CD or DVD and just select the ones you want and put them up into Google Photos. So let me show you that. I'm just going to go to a Windows file manager, and I have a hard drive. I have a external hard drive, and this would work just the same as a CD player. So you put a CD in. Uh-oh. What am I doing? Okay. So on Google Photos, on Windows File Manager, here is my external hard drive. And I have my lifetime of pictures, my backup of my lifetime of pictures on here. And here is one, Dropbox camera uploads. So let's say this is one of your CDs. What you do is you put that in half of your screen. And in the other half, you put the website for Google Photos. What did I do? I got the wrong one there. And yeah, here. There. And there. Okay. So we have the contents of my hard drive on the left. We have my Google Photos account on the right. And you're viewing, just Windows can view your photos. You can view them. I make them extra large icons. And, here I have several photos in a row that are pretty similar. I'll say, all these ones of Jack's. I'll say this is the one I like the best. I'll just drag it over. When I drop it, that photo is copied to my Google Photos account. So just pull up File Manager on your Windows, view the CD, large icons, and just drag over the ones you want, and then you can just delete them all. Well, no, you can't delete from a CD, really, or however you have it set up. No reason to delete any out of Google Photos. You only uploaded the ones you wanted. Hope that answers your question. I think we can take one from the audience.
Okay. Let's see. Richard Clarkson says he still doesn't have stacks yet. Neither do I.
Yeah.
It's still rolling out. We're expecting it someday. Who knows? It'll be here.
In case you don't know, in case you didn't watch the show yesterday and you don't know what stacks are, let me show. In Google Photos on the phone, it's these little 3 dots up here at the top that'll tell you whether or not you have the new feature. It's brand new. It's rolling out. When you tap that, stack similar photos is an option. And what that means is when you have multiple photos that have been identified by Google Photos as being similar, they don't always agree, but then you get this 2 little squares, and there's one photo on top, and the rest of them are below. It's in a stack. So I tap on the one where it says 2, and down the bottom I see there are 2. And if I want, I can keep this one and delete the rest. So that's a nice way to start managing your duplicates. They aren't actually duplicates if you took several different photos, but they look the same. And yes, if you don't have that 3 dots, you will sometime. It may even take a month or 2.
She promises. Okay.
Oh, this is a fun one. Apparently, what you
Somehow, one of my videos went into slow motion, and I don't know how I did it. Is there any way I can undo that?
it depend. There is a way on my Samsung. There is a way that I discovered, and this is just really fun. If you're on an iPhone, there is also a way in the Apple Photos. But on my Samsung, in Google Photos, so here is a slow motion. Nope, that's the fast motion. There we go. So this is a slow motion video. I love the sound.
Yeah, I don't.
In the slow motion. Oh, okay. I'll turn the sound off. That is kind of annoying. But have you ever noticed when you take slow motion, it starts off normal, then it goes into slow, and at the end it's back to normal again. Well, on my Samsung S21 Ultra, in Google Photos, I tap the photo, and I see these little beginning and end marks and the dots. Where the dots are spread out, that's where it is in slow motion. If I spread those all the way out, now it's slow motion even from the very beginning. And conversely, if I put those end markers together, now it's in regular speed. And notice that the time is pretty amazing.
Pretty amazing.
Pretty amazing. So it's not actually taking it in slow motion, it's taking it in a resolution, in a frames per second, that can be shown in slow motion. And you can adjust it.
Okay. Let's see. Bill says preparing a memory book for 8 decades took 200 pictures of pictures. Make an album. Now want to edit mini and add text. Can't find the edit icon in the albums.
Oh, this is one of my pet peeves. You've probably shared the album. I mean, you can edit pictures in an album, but not when you've shared the album. Then the edit button goes away. You would have to find that picture just in your library. And that wouldn't bother me if they had a quick way to go straight to the picture in the library from the picture in the album, but they don't. So two things. You either have to turn off sharing of the album until after you've finished the editing, or you have to find the photo in the library and edit it there. That's why in a workflow, it really is important to do your editing before making the album.
If possible.
Hope that made sense. If that just raised another question, give it.
I'm eager to try the new highlights videos you talked about yesterday, but it's not on my phone yet. The app is up to date any way I can get it. No.
No, same thing. It's the thing that's rolling out.
Yeah. If you...
So, but wait a second. That means I'm surprised that one, they roll some things out immediately and other things over months. I kind of thought that the highlight video was something that was coming pretty fast. But if you select several items and tap plus to add to, you're telling me that yours still says movie? You know, mine, where it said movie, it now says highlight video. So, and if you want to start from scratch, you go to library and utilities and highlight video. But yeah, there's nothing you can do to get it. If you're up to date, that's as good as you can, and it has to wait.
Sorry. Okay.
Debbie Diver likes to be able to read her Oscar Mayer.
Yeah, Peggy George likes that idea too. Oh, Lynn's disappointed she prints on fabric with her
Oh,
own.
well, just I mean, if you're printing on fabric, you're not printing a whole lot of pictures. Just download the photo to your hard drive, to your computer's hard drive,
And print from there.
open it up with the Photos app, the Photos that comes with Windows, and you can print from there to your printer. Yeah.
Okay. Let's see. Is the photo quality, the resolution of a screenshot less than a photo taken from the device?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
You lose
It's
a lot of
lot of
resolution.
resolution.
But if you only need a small size representation of a photo, like to share on, something real quick, it's okay. I do that when I want to post to Facebook. I'll just do a screenshot or a capture and post that because I really don't care if it's really all that high resolution, because I have the good one for me.
And I also want to demonstrate, and this is one of my important videos up on YouTube actually. So let's say that's not not particularly a good example, but okay, let's say that I want this picture downloaded on my computer. A screenshot is one way, but also you could right click and save image as. That's just getting you no better than a screenshot. The proper way to get the full resolution of your picture is to click the three dots and download. Very important. If resolution matters to you, you need to do the three dots and download.
Okay. Da, da, da. Had an album, tried to add to it, but apparently created a new one in the same name and lost the original contents. Any ideas?
You sure that you lost the original contents? I don't think... I end up making new albums all the time. I hate how I think it's on the phone. Yeah, when you just go to add a picture to an album, it's very, very easy to make a new album rather than finding the old one and putting it in. But making an album, even with the exact same name, does not wipe out the first album. So I'll bet you it's still there. Like you can search, when you're in search on a computer and I say, I want to find albums about kayaks. Here are all I just typed K-A-Y. I do not press enter. I just type K-A-Y, and these with the little album icon are all the albums. There have been times that I have seen albums with the exact same name. So try searching and see if there's two. And or try opening a photo that you know should be in the album, and you will see the album name over on the right. Where's one that is in an album? This one. Yeah. So this photo is absolutely in 2023-12 December. Here, it looks like I have two. And now you'll see all the other pictures that were in that album. Hope that helps.
Okay.
I put the correct name on the person, but when I return, there's a totally different name. Ugh.
I don't know, Mead.
That sounds like a bug. I would send feedback, and or if you pay, you know that if you pay the even $2 a month, you are a Google One subscriber, and one of the things you can get is direct phone support from Google. There's no phone number to call, but you send your phone number to them and they call you back. You put the name in and a different name appears. Sorry, that's That's not working as intended.
Okay, I think we answered this one. Can I use Picasa on my old computer? You just need the install program, and we have that on our website. All right, is there a way to mark up photos, like write on them in Google Photos? I have tried Snapseed on my iPhone, but rather do it on my MacBook Air to in Google Photos.
On your MacBook, no. On your MacBook, I would use your Apple Photos
To put words on a photo.
Yeah.
If it's downloaded onto your Mac, yeah.
Yeah, there are ways to put text on photos with Google, but only the Android.
Right, and there's no Snapseed for the MacBook at all.
Correct.
So, yeah. Okay.
Great.
Good answer.
Good.
Let's see, where am I?
Well, I have some other ones here.
More questions here. We have more here. When you delete photos, let's go this one.
Okay.
When you delete photos and it returns space back to your account, does the space become available immediately, or do you have to wait 30, 60 days after it's removed from trash on Google Photos?
It should be immediately, but I've heard lots of complaints about how long it takes. But no, it does not. Photos in the trash do not take up space. Yeah, photos in the trash do not take up space.
Robin doesn't have stacks either.
Yeah, Robin, most people don't have stacks. I didn't realize that I'd gotten it so quickly.
Because she doesn't.
I don't usually.
Other things. There were other things that did not, and I'm still waiting. Maybe it's where we live. I blame her. Talk about freeing up space.
Freeing up space on Google Photos. So you mean freeing up cloud storage space. Google gives you 15 gigabytes free, and then you pay $2 a month for 100 gigabytes. If you don't pay, you don't get the magic eraser. And I think that one feature alone is worth it. Right there. So I do so highly recommend paying. But a couple of things. First of all, if you've been using Google Photos for a while, you've been using it back when it was free unlimited storage, don't delete any of those older photos because they're not taking up any space. I know people have deleted, the old ones. I deleted 5,000 photos from 2018 and I didn't see any difference. Well, that's because your photos from 2018
weren't taking
up any space. So,
according to Google.
If you use the high quality, right, which I certainly recommended. It was in 2021, June of 2021, that it changed. So all photos and videos from June 2021 forward do take up space. Now they take up less space if you use Storage Saver. If you've been using Original, you can retroactively change them all to Storage Saver, and that will free up a lot of space. Let me show you where that is.
Okay.
On the computer. Now, what I'm talking about here is how to retroactively recover storage by changing your original size photos and videos to Storage Saver. You click on the gear, the settings gear wheel, and go into... Okay, where is it? Manage storage. Right here in Manage Storage. First of all, I think that you should always be using Storage Saver. Then Manage Storage. But sometimes it flips back over to original size and you didn't notice it. So this is good to go through. Here are some tools. It is suggesting, there's these large photos and videos that will free up 10 gigabytes if you want to delete them. There's these blurry photos that will, but No, I don't want to do that. Recover storage. Convert existing photos and videos to Storage Saver. So if you click here, tell it you understand, and then click compress existing photos and videos, that will recover some storage from your Google Photos account. I've known it to recover, 10 gigabytes. So that's a good thing to do.
Okay. And where are we? What about, there we go. Judy wants to know, what about the USB photo stick options? Years of backups on Windows CDs with photos and data files. Is this a shortcut to finding old photos and then upload them to Google Photos in the cloud?
Well, USB photo stick is one thing. Windows CDs is a completely different thing. So I'm just not quite sure. But in any case, you can get the photos from the USB or from the CDs to your Google Photos. Are you saying you want to take them out of Google Photos and put them on your photo stick? Once again, I wouldn't recommend that. The whole purpose of Google Photos is to have everything there. The photo sticks are good for making an extra backup of the photos on your phone. They make these photo sticks that will plug in to your phone. Now, the word photo stick is actually a brand name. You don't need the brand name.
You just need a device that will plug in and be addressable.
Yeah. You can plug in a USB and download all the photos to it. So that's great for an extra copy. But I don't think it substitutes for Google Photos.
Can I send a photo from my PC Google Photos to Facebook on PC? I only seem to be able to download the photo and then upload it to Facebook.
That's if you're starting from Facebook. If you start from Google Photos, you can send a photo to Facebook.
By sharing.
But if you're on Facebook, Facebook does not have access to your Google Photos. But I can show you how you can send a picture to Facebook. One picture. Multiple pictures is another issue.
Yeah, it's a pain.
So you can open a photo. This was a neat little walk we took a few days ago. Click Share, and Facebook will be one of the options down here. Easily done. Oh, that even says, I'll bet this is a motion photo. So I take a lot of motion photos, and so they are different. Create link. Continue to Facebook. I'll do it just so you can see when it's one photo, even though it's a link, they see the cover photo. And so if it's one photo, they see the photo. Or you could have selected multiple photos. They would only see the top one, but if they click on it, then they would see all your photos. So you can send to Facebook from Google Photos.
Okay. And let me get rid of that. What Monday show?
Hey, Ron.
Our favorite Monday show. We actually missed it today, but we have a good reason.
Yeah, we'll be on next Monday. Yes.
Tech
for
for
Seniors.
Monday at 9 Pacific time, which is noon real time, Eastern time, on Mondays. And they have another show on Thursdays, same time. Different stuff.
We'll put the link in the comments of this video when we're done.
Oh, he has merch now. Look at this. Tech for Seniors from Canva has t-shirts.
Well, we just showed him how on Canva you can design something to put on a t-shirt, and they will print it for you and send you the t-shirt, even if you only want one.
Yeah, she made one for me.
So that was pretty cool.
Yeah. Will this episode be in Google Photos?
Be in Google Photos. This episode will be in Learn Google. It'll be on our YouTube. You know, it's just like any other live YouTube. It gets saved, and it'll be on. It's going out to 3 places right now. It's going out to our Geeks on Tour YouTube channel, our Learn Google Photos YouTube channel, and our Learn Google Photos Facebook group.
Or something. Okay.
Oh, Richard's
does have highlight videos. Okay.
Good to know. But he does not have stacks. So,
Right.
yeah, the highlight videos seems to be rolling out faster
Separate thing.
than the stacks.
In people mode, I sometimes find someone I named incorrectly. How do I remove their wrong name or rename them?
Wow, that sounds like it might
Facey stuff,
sounds like it might be a problem. You can just edit. I mean, if I decide that I don't want mom called mom, oh, look at that. See, it's not showing up now.
Network connection? No.
No, there. I went out and I clicked back, and now the name of this person, you have to hover your mouse over it and a pencil comes up. Click the pencil, and now I can change the name. And she is now changed. Now, let's see if I go back in. Yeah, it still says Marilyn. I would rather she be called Mom. So I'm going to change it back again. Now she's called Mom again.
I hope that helps. Right.
Oh, wait a minute. You might be talking about not just named incorrectly, but misidentified. So if I go into Mom's group and I find a picture in here where Mom is not in the picture, I think that must be what you mean. And I do have a video on that. Okay. It looks like these are, I don't see anybody who doesn't belong here. But if this one did not belong here, I could click the check mark, click the 3 dots, and remove results. Oops, I don't want to do that though. Yay, okay. So if you find a person who does not belong, you can do that.
Okay. Just tuned in. Do share paid Google Space with his wife. She has a separate Gmail address, so will her phone have the enhanced capabilities?
Yes.
Google
Now,
Mail.
so what he's talking is the $2 a month or the $20 a year is for up you and 5 or 5 total. I don't remember. But in any case, you can absolutely share that Google One membership with more than one person, and they all get the benefits of Google One membership. They share the bucket of storage, plus they get the premium features. Such a deal.
Bill discovers his Gmail account is included in the 15 gigabytes of storage. All of your Google storage, Gmail and Docs and Sheets and all of the stuff that and Google Drive, all that stuff is part of that 15 gigabytes.
Yeah. And that has nothing to do, that has always been the case.
Mm-hmm.
Your Google storage is used by Gmail, Google Drive, and Google Photos. Google Photos used to not take up space if you used the high quality. That's the only thing that changed in June of 2021.
Yeah, good to know. Andrew says USB drives were never meant for permanent storage and may degrade over time. Be careful. Absolutely true. CDs, the same thing. DVDs, they can degrade over time. When they came out, they said that these things are going to last forever, but they don't know. The plastic's definitely going to last nearly forever, but the information that it puts in there, yeah, not so much, right?
Yeah, my still photo still wants to create a link to Facebook. Yes, but if you follow through and you do it, even though it's a link, they do see the photo. Isn't that good enough?
Magic Eraser available on your PC with Google Photos. There is no Google Photos for PCs. It's all web-based on your PC. There is an app for your mobile device. That's what it was designed to do.
But
So
Magic Eraser,
it
a
is-
lot of the premium editing features are now available on the web-based Google Photos.
But not
But
a
Magic
Magic
Eraser is not one of them. And I'm hoping it will come, but I'm not too hopeful.
on the name change, it changes the name for the group. I
Right.
want to change only one.
Yeah, I
person.
thought of that.
Okay.
Now, let me go and show you a video.
And one is misidentified.
Yeah. And I do have, let's see, face names. Let's see if that brings up what I'm looking for. Nope. If you go to Geeks on Tour, tutorials, all videos, 827 videos, and not too far back, how to fix face grouping errors. I think that one will help you. It's about a five-minute video. We're not going to play it here, but 817. So write that down, 817, and then all you have to do is go to geeksontour.com/817. And it will go right to the how to fix face grouping errors.
Thanks. Okay. I think we're back over to these questions, if that's okay with you. Ed and Robin, I like
We
them.
did that.
We
Okay.
did that one? Okay, how can I search for albums? Can I sort them alphabetically?
How are you? Oh, I'm sorry. I thought you were looking over here. You're looking at something different. No, the Ed and Robin we didn't do.
Well, why'd you say we did? I like to demonstrate. I thought I didn't hear. I don't remember.
Oh, we have already talked about this a lot. The photo stacks, a lot of people don't have it. It seems to be rolling out very slowly.
Okay.
And there's nothing you can do. It's server side stuff. Okay. Now what was the next one?
The fact that was this one, right? How can I search for albums?
Yeah.
Can I sort them alphabetically?
Yeah. So
Yeah.
I want to show that.
Okay.
So search. You say, I have a bunch of albums. How do I find them? Go back to Google Photos. And you can search. What you need to know is that there's kind of two steps to the search. So I showed you a minute ago. If I'm looking for an album about kayaking, I can just type kayak, but don't press enter. If you press enter, then it's searching for every individual photo that is involved with the word kayak. If you just stop right there, you'll see all the albums that are named kayak. So that's one way.
Really?
Then the other way is to sort them. And you can do that. Why am I not seeing my... All right. And if you're looking at albums, once again, we're still on the computer here. I'll show you on the phone in a minute. Up at the top, right, last modified. That is the sort order. If you click there, you can choose album title. And now they are in alphanumeric order, so special characters like quote marks or asterisks come first, then come numbers, and I start most of them with a year, so I have a ton of numbers. After numbers, you'll start seeing alphabetical, A, B, C. And like I say, I have so many, but I always just search. And on the phone, if you're in library, you're looking at albums. Here's where it's last modified, or album title, or most recent photo. So that's sorting albums.
Okay, here's one that you hardly ever see. How can I duplicate a photo? Everybody wants to get rid of duplicates. Here's one that wants a duplicate.
I did have somebody ask the question, how do I duplicate a photo? And it's you just open it, edit, and save a copy. I can show you that. So, photos. I open a photo. Yeah, like I need another copy of this. I already have 3. But it's not there. Go into edit. And then the 3 dots. And, well, you have to do something in the edit. So, I mean, just click enhance. You'll hardly see any different. And then save copy. So, now I'm going to have 4 of these.
Oh, boy.
And I will be deleting them.
Okay.
Oh, this is a fun one.
Is there a Google Lens button on the web version? I want to copy text from a photo.
If you've never played with Google Lens or seen our video on it, you got to see our video on it. I'll find the number so you can write down the number. So under all videos, I will search Control F for lens and clean the lens. Nope, that's not it. Google Lens number 757. Google Lens is amazing, and one of the things that it can do is actually copy the text out of a photo.
And it does a good job.
Google Photos on the web does not have the lens feature, but I discovered a way. So here is an image. This was actually a screenshot, and I want to copy some text from it. Right-click and search image with Google. That opens up a right sidebar over here. That is basically doing a Google Lens on it. I could even translate. If this was a foreign language, I could translate. But I click on text. Now I can select text and copy. Then go anywhere. And I can paste the text that it got from that photo.
Pretty amazing.
Amazing.
Okay.
I love this stuff.
All right.
How are we doing?
I don't know. I think
we're about an hour.
Yeah, we're getting real close.
So if there's any more live questions,
let's
that's
take
fine.
a look here. Am I correct that I can't launch a slideshow playback for a Google Photos album? Sure you can. You just have to select one picture and then go to the slideshow. Is that right?
Yes. In Google Photos, on a computer or on the Android. I don't know why you can't do it on the iPhone, but you can't. So this is Google Photos. I will go to an album. So our November album. I'll open the first photo. I got to close this screen over here. Then the 3 dots and slideshow. And it'll go on a time, or you can click through yourself, or you can just hands off and it will start playing a slideshow.
Okay. Let's see. Tablet has a larger screen. I just use Magic Eraser on it. Tablet's very much like it is a mobile device.
Excellent.
And
hi, Kay.
A lot of people can do that. That's very cool.
Kay and I had a little Zoom call to look at her to look at stuff.
Cool. All right. Well, I think that's it, isn't it? It's 8 o'clock.
Alita, hi. Wow,
No
good
question.
to see you.
So much information. She knows how to explain it. I still speak geek. All right.
Every once in a while, you figure it out better than I do. We're a good team that way.
Yeah, but she's a better translator of geek than I am.
Yeah.
Usually, not always. Anything else before we go? I think that's about it.
That's it.
Let's wrap it up. There's a Dolphins game coming on.
Oh.
Google Keep can remove text from a picture. A lot of tools can do it. I have a screenshot device, Snagit. I can do that. And Kay still hasn't solved the
Yes,
problem.
I keep thinking of you, Kay, and keep trying to. But do that book to print. Do the book to print. Do the book to print. You don't have to print it. Just get the PDF. Okay.
Right.
Yep. We got to go too, Andrew.
Yep. Thank you so much. It was wonderful seeing you all. I hope you learned something. I know I did.
And make sure to tell everybody to sign up for our newsletter so that they can learn this stuff.
Right. Yeah. Tell
And
everyone
become a member so that we can buy the
Pixel 8 Pro.
We
were in
need a Pixel 8.
we were in the store today. I got to play with one again. It's just, yeah, I need one. So, yeah, do what you can. Tell your friends.
Tell your friends.
Yeah, give the gift of membership. Give the gift of learning.
There you go. Yeah. Put a Geeks on Tour membership under the tree.
Yeah, for somebody. Okay. You guys take care. We'll see you next time. Be safe. So long.